Morning, everybody. I look rough. I just got my tail kicked in the gym, and it was a great reminder. I want to share with y'all a quote that came out of the gym. Love hopping in there and seeing Dr. Allen post some truth. Dr. Allen put up on the board this morning, everything in life is temporary. Be grateful in the good times and stay hopeful in the hard ones. Nothing lasts forever. I thought that was an awesome quote. And it's so true. So anyway, I just want to remind everybody, pain is temporary. Pain means growth. As long as you decide to move in the growth season, and you can't stay put in the down one. So all that to say is I'm coming in here for Friday, Good Friday, and I'd love for y'all to unmute and share some wins. And before we do that, I just got off of a really spirited call with the ALC. And I just want y'all to understand a few things as to why adoption matters and why it matters more than ever. Because in order to disrupt what is currently going on in the real estate space, it is extremely important that you adopt the tools. If you're not adopting the tools, you don't have a differentiator. And my goal is for y'all to adopt these tools, sell more real estate, make more money, and continue to outpace your goals. But all of the tools matter because the tools give you a reason to make the calls. So, private collection, off-market option, Go Home Hub, home equity, home appreciation reports, final offer. You're able to use that for an auction style feel, right? PCX, it's giving you the tools and the training and the knowledge and the skill set for you to consistently sharpen your skills. What else am I missing? We have so many different things for y'all to use for lead generation, because I want y'all to have that tool or that product to sell along with yourself and your skills and your services, and then you're having a different conversation. And if you can have a different conversation, you're setting yourself up to disrupt. And that is my goal for us in the real estate industry. Linda, you had your hand raised. I didn't know if that was, or somebody has their hand raised.
That was me on accident, but
okay.
My bad. Sorry.
All that to say is, y'all, we have to adopt and we have to move fast and we have to move quickly in order for us to continue to remain at the center of the transaction. And I know everybody thinks I'm crazy when I say that, but I believe in the residential real estate agent, and I believe that we are the source for all things. I don't want them going to other places or other tech companies to get the information. So I want them coming to you, but you've got to deploy it. So you've got to adopt it, you've got to deploy it, and you've got to follow up with it. So all that to say is I'm coming in a little hot this morning because I just want everybody to know the importance of adopting the technology and why it matters and why it's a resource for you to continue to grow. Because right now we are coming up on the 15th of the month. And if you have not made the appointments or converted deals, family served, however we want to state it, then we need to ramp up the activity. So this is my friendly nudge to you to ramp up the activity in order to close some business and disrupt each of your individual markets. All right, that is my Good Friday. Somebody unmute yourself and tell me something good.
Hey, Sarah, it's Becky.
Hey, good morning.
I just want to say after having 15 days without lights and totally having to reset and just having some time to reflect on not having internet and lights and the whole works. We are 2 months, Roxanne and I are 2 months in to coming into Keller Williams, and I am extremely grateful for this community and how helpful everyone has been. And I just wanted to say that y'all are awesome. And if you've not been in another brokerage, believe me, be grateful for what you have.
Becky, thank you for saying that. I really, really appreciate that. And I am so thankful that you have lights and heat and all of the things, because I know that was a really, really hard 2 weeks for a lot of people in Oxford. And also I think that was just a good time for you, for God to put some things on your heart. So still praying for you and everybody in Oxford. I appreciate you sharing that. Thank you so much. Who else?
Chauncey, you have something good that
Chauncey.
happened this week. If he can unmute.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't thinking about everything has been good for me. Had a great week. Had a brand new grandbaby born, and that's always exciting. But my business is doing well. I'm proud with some of the clients that I have and some contracts that I'm working. So that's always a good thing. It's always a happy feeling when you have a closing and you understand why you're in this business because it's just the thrill to be able to help people and you helping yourself as well.
Chauncey, congratulations on the grandbaby. That's awesome. Hey, you bring up a good point. Y'all, we're serving people. Like we're serving real people, families. And that at the end of the day, that's what we do. And that's why we love what we do. So just remember, you're not just serving your numbers, you're serving family. Exactly what Chauncey just said. I absolutely love that. Linda, do you want to share what you did last week and what energy that's brought to you this week?
Yeah. So Sarah was going to start coaching someone in my position in Texas, and I was like, great. Now I have to commit to coaching with Sarah because he's going to beat me, and I'm competitive. I don't like that. So, anyways, she made me asked me to commit to spiritual, physical, and personal development every morning, and lead generation in front of her. So it was challenging at first, but Sarah said it on the ALC call a minute ago. It's like everything that's hard it's harder in your head than it actually is in practice. So I'm finding that I actually forgot that it's fun to do the things because it's not as hard as I've made it in my head.
And I would venture to say you've probably made more calls than you have in a long time.
For sure.
And how is your energy level?
Oh, super high. Yeah.
Y'all, if you're not, what I told them, and this is what I told this guy in Texas, because everybody's asked me to coach him, and I'm like, I'm not a coach because you don't want me to coach you. And I say that with love. I've been pushing back on it for a long time, but I've realized that if people aren't committed to developing their souls, so their spiritual souls, if they're not committed to developing their themselves, i.e., reading and studying the skill of being a real estate agent or listening to podcasts, growing your mind, and if you're not doing physical, if you are not doing something to get your blood flowing, you are not going to be in peak optimal performance for your mindset, because your mindset is the protector of all things. And all of those spiritual, physical, and mental is what makes someone coachable. And so we have to make sure that that we're doing those things. And I know often those things, the personal development is typically one that gets put aside because we want to put others ahead of us. And yet I'm telling you to take care of you first. And that has to be done in the morning before you go take care of others. You got to have the fuel. You got to have the oxygen before you go out and win the day. Hey, Darkus, I see you raising your hand. Tell me something good.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to kind of add on to what you said about starting spiritual first. One thing that I wanted to focus on this year is spending more time with devotion and with God. And so I started that with our 21-day fast that we kicked off in our church. So what I've been doing is that every morning before I try to leave out of here is to make sure I do that. And so whatever scripture is telling me to focus on. So like currently right now, I'm focusing on this Holy Bible plan that talks about um standing firm and inspiration, right? And so whatever it gives me in the Bible, I also take it to ChatGPT and I tell it to give me the life application. These are the three things I search on: the life application, the business application, being a mom and wife, and also with the business from business and leadership. And when it gives me the information on business and leadership, it ties everything to my real estate business. So it's amazing the encouragement, how it relates to starting with the Bible first and then taking that application to how I can address that in my business and as a leader to enhance my leadership skills. So I just want to encourage those, if that's something that you really want to focus, because you start everything with God, everything else is going to fall in line. So me doing that daily has started my day in a positive note. If some days if I skip, I'm very intentional about making sure that I do it every morning. If I skip a morning, I start to feel guilty. But applying that business application and a leadership application every day to whatever that Bible verse is for the day, it really helps. So I would encourage you guys just to try it, and you'll be amazed how it relates to your business and makes you kick start your day every morning.
Marcus, I absolutely love that. Because if we don't take time to develop self, y'all, this whole purpose of the call is win the morning. If you don't set up the morning for you and having that time to develop all of those things, then you have missed the boat of opportunity for yourself, honestly, because you can go make the day, win the day for everybody else. But if you're not taking care of you first and developing in all those things, then I guarantee you will have not stepped up in the day at a level of what you're fully capable of doing. So absolutely love that. Thank you. Who else? Anybody else have anything for Good Friday?
Hey Sarah, I got something.
Good morning, Miss Sam. How you doing?
Good morning. So I was featured as the Baptist Corporation's Woman Crush Wednesday on Wednesday. So that gave me a ton of exposure, and I was also able to speak at Cadence Bank's community resource. It's a council that I'm a part of, so I was able to speak at that yesterday as well. So a lot of public exposure this week that I'm hoping to help drive some folks my way in the coming months.
I love that, Sam. Congratulations. Way to lead. I hope you're leading with your real estate agent and letting everybody know that you're a real estate agent as well. Who else? Somebody else kick me off with one more. Good Friday. Wrap us up.
Good morning. I brought on a new listing this week, and I had to go back on Wednesday to take some more pictures because the first ones I got just weren't acceptable. And while I was there, somebody stopped in the street and just stopped there at my car, and couldn't figure out what they were doing. And then 5 minutes later, I get a phone call, and I'm still working, so I don't answer it. But the voicemail was from a woman across the way who had seen my car and seen me out there. And she said, "Hey, I saw you at your new listing, and I want to talk to you about listing my house." And what she was doing was looking at the magnets on my car door and getting a picture. Even though my sign was in the yard, she took a picture of the magnet on my car door. So market, market, market.
Listing, right, Fan? I love that. Y'all just getting out and about, and branding and having the magnets on your car. I mean, all of those things are super intentional for you to drive more business. That is amazing. Congratulations on that. I think we had one more. Did I have somebody else on mute?
Yes, I did. This is Patricia. Hey, good morning, everyone. I want to say I am so glad I got a clear to close on a loan yesterday. It was the most difficult loan that I have had in a long time. So I am just thrilled. I got a clear to close on it yesterday. Got contracts this week. So I am pumped. I am excited, ready to go.
And you're doing bold.
Oh, yes. And I have signed up for both. I'm excited.
Hey, Sarah, yeah, on that note, if you're not signed up for First Step and you're on this call every single morning, like, why are you not signed up for First Step? It's okay. Just text me and I'll sign you up, at least for First Step. Because most people walk out with a deal. So, it's one of the best trainings that Keller Williams brings on. That's why we're all at this company. So come on, just come to the First Step. It's free.
Y'all, it's free. You might as well. And here's the deal. I told some people because they're like, I can't commit to it the time or the money or whatever it may be. I've also said, you know what, just come to the first one and get that initial jolt. So, we have had people suggest getting a vendor to sponsor that sort of thing. So there's creative ways of doing it. However, if you could come get that initial jolt, come get a little bit of an energy drink, and then go forth, and let's just keep this momentum going. So,
Boom,
all
somebody
right.
just texted me to sign them up for first step, y'all. So, I don't know. Let that be your sign.
And then we also, Darkus is having her luxury open house open on Tuesday after team meeting. We are doing from rookie agent to mega agent. So Philip Blade, Julian Carney, and Meredith Vesna are going to sit on a panel on Tuesday. That's going to be a rock star panel. All of those folks, I think, are in like the top 100 of real estate agents out of 5,000 agents. So all that to say is get on the call or come see us in person so that we can learn together, grow together. And y'all, every time I hear these folks speak in general, I always learn something from them. So, all right, everybody, y'all make it a great weekend. Please be safe out there. And I hope y'all have a good one. Make it a good one. Make it count. Bye.